Hello, it's Tamara Hunter, and today's day number 175 of 365 Days of Awesome. Celebrate success through service. And I want to talk about service heroes and the military. Yes, I have an image up there, and I am wearing my little jacket in honor of today's topic. I want you to understand that image. If you read it, it's actually an image about beating cancer, having a chemo buddy for life, no one left behind. Why am I sharing all of this? Many of you know that I am one of the executive training directors for Speakers Pathway Coalition, and I was I was touching base with one of my fellow trainers this morning, and we were talking about the event that's coming up in Colorado Springs. And then I had an opportunity to talk to a family member that so happens to be revolving around the military and living in that area, and talking about coming up to the event that is going to be taking place at the end of January. And I thought, you know what, I need to touch base with everybody here in regards to service heroes and the military. All right. I had Jim Grant on as a service hero. I also had Mark Green on as a service hero. They're both military men. And you know what? They had a bit of I had to explain the concept of service heroes because they both come from the military, high levels actually. And I want to be able to put this out there right now before I travel up to Colorado Springs and touch base with a lot of people that are either current military or retired military or married to them, family members. I am a family member myself, and I'm going to share that in just a moment. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say here is that I understand the idea of hero and the military. That's a whole different story. What I am sharing with service heroes is that we all have a service hero inside of us, thinking in terms of today's vernaculars, today's way of looking at a hero. Many people, many kids, and I really want the kids in this day and age to understand what I'm trying to say about service heroes. And that is that, they see Superman, they see all these different heroes, because I mean, my gosh, you go to the movie theater and there's some always playing. And so they think of them being able to fly through the air or anything, and yet being able to do simple kindness, being able to do something of service for someone else, to me, that is heroic. That is worthy of the title. And it is in no way the idea of a military hero. They are two different individuals, two different classifications. But I did want to share this image. This is an image that is in the Chemo Buddies for Life store. And it is an image that came from my mind. And to understand the image is to understand who inspired it. Let me tell you about Denise. Denise was one of my chemo buddies. She was my chemo buddy for life. She was a tall biker kind of chick. She loved bikes, motorcycles. She loved to ride them. She and her husband had a business that they fixed them. And she was just amazing. And I was showing her the images that we had created for the Chemo Buddies store. And she's like, where are the images for my husband? Where are the images for the support people? And I thought, good question. I really didn't have them. So she actually inspired. I actually immediately came up with that image. And this is Denise and I about a year ago. Denise was a stage 4 breast cancer, and her cancer went on to other areas. and we lost her last year. And so, I wanted to share that there's always a circle. There's always a circle on how things happen. All right, so she says we need an image for her husband. We need an image for those people that love and support those going through cancer. Okay, well, I was born and raised in San Diego, guys. What does that mean? Yes, I come from a Navy family. Actually, quite a few different branches, but we're going to concentrate on Navy right now. This was my godfather. I would go and spend a lot of time with he and my aunt. And his story is, and I correct, I hope no one feels that, I don't know what's politically correct and not anymore, but he always reminded me of Popeye the Sailor Man because he joined the military, or joined the Navy in the 1930s. And his last name was a German last name. He used to speak German. And the story goes that when World War II happened and broke out, he was commissioned to be a recruiter for the Navy, and thus the uniform, a proud Navy man. And I have newspaper articles about 6 months after Pearl Harbor and the induction of all of these Navy service individuals that were, we lost a lot during Pearl Harbor. Okay, why am I sharing this story? It's because I grew up in a military family, proud military family. We knew these stories. I want to show you another picture taken close to that period of time. That's my mother as the child. And let me show you my father. That's my father. So, yes, generational, that we did our part. We were taught to feel proud of the military. So when she said, let's do this, I thought, okay, you know what? We'll come up with an image. We came up with an image, and it has the dog tags. It has No One Left Behind. And yes, it has, a hat from a while ago, a military hat, a protection hat, a helmet, if you will. And none of that is by accident. It's all on purpose. And the whole idea here is that I'm preparing to go up to Speakers Pathway Coalition for an event where we are going to be speaking to business individuals and to people that are in the military or have retired from the military and are trying to figure out what they want to do next in their life. I've worked with these individuals as a recruiter in the past, and I'm very proud of the service that they have given and that their families have given, because that's what it is. They have given that to us. And especially nowadays, because they're not drafted. They are volunteer. We are a volunteer armed services, or, military. And so I wanted to share, because I'm going to be up in Colorado Springs for the event that is a 2-day event on it is January the 26th and January the 27th in Colorado Springs. And one of our executive training directors, Koji, actually created a video with Jim Grant, one of our service heroes. And I would like to share that right now. And then I'm going to come back and then tie this all up. It's not going to be a long time today, but I was going to do a recap and talk about some other things, but I thought, you know what? I really want to lay the groundwork to the fact that I am proud to be an American. I have a nonprofit that is affecting the world, yet I live in the United States. Does that mean that I don't want to be close to those or anywhere in the outside of the United States? No, that doesn't mean that. It just means I'm proud of my roots. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. And those people that we're going to go and visit with in Colorado Springs, and I'm going to give right now, I'm going to share another. This is the site to be able to go and get some information. You'll be seeing the video in just a moment. As we're there and sharing with these individuals, sharing with some of the other speaker groups that are some of the other groups that are supporting the military families, those that are transitioning out of the military and into civilian life, or those that are possibly in school in the ROTC programs and looking to get into the military, whatever they may be in that rotation. I just want to say, I am so excited to be coming and visiting with you. And I am proud of the background that I come from. I am proud that I was raised by people that appreciate service. Civil service, yes, because I come from a fire family. You all know that. I've talked about it. But I also come from a military family. And I wanted to explain when I'm talking about service heroes exactly how I see it. Service heroes and military heroes are two different types of heroes, just like cartoon heroes like Popeye the Sailor Man and military heroes, the real ones. Different. All right, I'm going to share this right now and get it started. So give me a moment. And
as a Vietnam vet, I know about problems because most veterans have not decided.
I'm going to start that over again.
As a Vietnam vet, I know about problems because most veterans have not decided what it is that they want to do. Too many times, people and companies want to change the veterans' way of thinking to their way of thinking. The Pathway for Veterans program, it is designed to enable the veteran to determine what it is that they want to do, to help them bridge the gap, and most importantly, help them with their DNA. What is your destiny? How do you want your name known? And most importantly, who should you be associated with to be able to accomplish your goals? The Pathway for Vets assists military personnel, veterans, and spouses during transition, help them find a new life and a new career. The event will be on the 26th and 27th of January 2019 at the Cheyenne Mountain Resort in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
All right, short and sweet and to the point. And again, I want to say that I appreciate those that have served. I appreciate those that have, and I want to make this clear. It's not just the military in our country. If you are a veteran of a military from another country, from your home country, I hope you're equally as proud. I hope that if you're a family member, you're equally as proud as I am coming from my family. And because it's something that it's like in the DNA. It was said, and I've actually said it many times, and I'm going to be joining some of my Speakers Pathway Coalition executive directors. Here are some of the pictures of them, and I'm so excited to be going up and seeing them again in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So that is going to be, again, the dates are, it's the last weekend in January. If you are anywhere close, and you would like to attend, I would love to see you. I'd love to meet you. I'd love for you to come up and say who you are, that you saw this, that you are interested to know more about the Speakers Pathway Coalition or whatever it may be. Because you know what? The bottom line is that we all need to find what it is that we are attached to in our life. I believe in movements. I believe in creating a cause, a reason, getting out there and changing things to make them better. I believe in that. And you know what? So many of the military individuals that have served certainly have seen so much. And I bet you, if you talk to many of them, they're going to say, yeah, I think we could do, I'd love to see this done in a different way. I'd love to see this. I believe my background could help me make a difference in this cause. I believe I could be a leader of a movement over here, whatever it may be. I believe if you believe, we can do it. And what it is that we're going to be sharing and the other services that are coming to, there's going to be people for health and wellness, and how do you balance your life, and how do you, come out of having a certain mindset to be successful in the military and be able to transition into civilian life as successful, if not more successful. You can do it. I know you can. Oh, thank you. I just noticed a comment. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Hello, how are you doing today, Adil? Good to see you. I saw you doing a live. I think it was this morning or yesterday. And just wanted to say, I love your support, and I love giving you support. So, and Adil is one of my friends that is international, and we have quite a few of them through the Service Heroes program and Chemo Buddies for Life, of course, because we are creating buddies throughout the world. So as I end today, I want to challenge those that are anywhere close to the Colorado area, Colorado Springs in particular, that if you are, even if you right now your calendar doesn't look free, but you can create it to be free, and you would like to know how to transition out. Possibly you're still serving and you're getting ready for that jump. Possibly you have left and you're not quite where you want to be, or you're thinking about maybe having your own, being an entrepreneur. What does that mean? How can you do it? Guess what? You have the skills. You have the skills. If you've been in the military, whatever you were trained, you've got the stick-to-itness. You've got so much going on. All you need is just a little bit of fine-tuning here and there, and you'll be surprised just how successful you can be to have your own business, if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking to be like me and create a movement or a cause, a nonprofit, or possibly a for-profit with a cause, or something involved in cause marketing, yes, this is the place for you. And if you're just curious about, possibly you want to get up on stages, or you want to do like what I do and speak on in the social media realm, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, any of the live platforms. If you are a teacher and you just need to refine your message a bit, maybe you just want to step up your game. You have always wanted to write a book. We've got someone you got to talk to. Yes, we do. And if you are interested in getting your confidence level up, possibly it's not as grand as what I've mentioned, but you know that if you can step up your game a bit and put some energy in, because it's work, but put some energy in to yourself, that you can accomplish that next step in your life. Because what are we doing right now at the beginning of a new year? Hopefully no one's given up on any of their resolutions. But if you are like me and you don't create resolutions, you decide to do something and you create a plan of action to get it done, then you may be at that place. And what I will say this, and I'll leave it at this, and I'm going to touch on and share some information. I'll probably put it in the comments, but I will, however, I will be sharing the podcast on another Service Heroes segment. And that is one of the executive training directors, Dr. E.J. Johnson. He just created a podcast at the end of the year, and it's called 44 by Dr. E.J. Johnson. Check it out. And it's, I believe, it's 7 podcasts. And it's an exercise. Basically, it's a podcast with really great information and then homework to do, and some serious homework. I wasn't prepared for how much time I was going to need to put into this. However, I am devoted to do it because I know what it is going to do, and it is going to help me to help others in a much more effective way. And aren't we all looking for that? And he is going to be one of the speakers at the Speakers Pathway Coalition and this event that we're having for vets. So as I end day number 175 of 365 days of awesome, celebrate success through service. I keep doing that. Sorry, guys. I want to end by sharing a link. And that is this. If anybody likes the image that I have shared right here, Chemo Buddies for Life, Battle Buddies, Chemo Battle Buddies is what we call it, Battle Buddies, then that's how you can find it. You could go to our website, such as it is right now. We're redoing it, so please forgive us right now. It's under kind of a redo, but I haven't taken it off being live because it still has the store link, and then there's a news article there that can at least, you can find out a little bit more about what our program is. But you can go there and you can get, we have all sorts of different items if this is an image that you'd like to see and learn a little bit more about. All right. I hope to see you there at Speakers Pathway Coalition at the event that we're doing for the military and the vets. I am going to be so proud to be there, and I cannot wait to meet you all. Thank you for your service. Those that have served, thank you for considering serving if you are in that spot. And if you are a family member and you've paid, someone in your family has paid the ultimate price, I want to deeply say, I appreciate you and thank you. Bye. See you tomorrow.